my next door. I missed you so much. It's been 2 weeks since I last posted. Sorry for the silence. It's been rather busy. But I'm back tonight with a killer recipe. It's 100% vegetarian. So tonight we're going to be making a Veggie Goodness Bowl. Full of color, full of nutrition, as well as tasty. Guys, let's walk through the ingredients quickly. So, my favorite ingredient, I'm gonna use some cauliflower rice. And then we have lots of wonderful veggies. So I have a baby eggplant here. I'm gonna use some corn. I'm gonna use some red pepper. I got some green beans here. Then aromatics, we have lime, red onion, 2 cloves of garlic, and of course my favorite, jalapeno pepper. We're gonna use some olive oil, salt as usual. Now what I'm gonna do for the crunch is almonds. Now with that, let's get bowling. So in this recipe, we got some cooked veggies and we have some fresh veggies. So the first thing I wanna do is I want to get my veggies in the air fryer. They're gonna cook for 10 minutes and that's the same time basically my cauliflower rice is gonna take. And during that time, I'm gonna chop up everything and we're gonna again eat within 15 minutes. That's what I love about my food. It's quick, it's tasty, it's delicious and nutritious. All right, I've done a little camera adjustment because that's what happens when you don't shoot as many videos. I forgot how to do it, you know. Now I feel you see me better, you see what's going on the stove as well. So we are good to go. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to get my pan heated up here over medium heat with a little olive oil. And I'm going to put my cauli rice in there. So this is ready to use, but if you don't have it, just feel free to basically blanch. Cook the cauliflower until it's tender, drain the liquid, and then you just basically whiz it in the food processor until it becomes more like rice, and then you can use it. I love this because it makes my life easier. So the cauliflower is gonna be gently heating up. In the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and prepare my eggplant. I love eggplant. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make little squares and I'm gonna basically dump this in the air fryer. Now I'm going to cook it first and then I'm gonna cook my green beans because green beans cook faster and I don't want them to overcook. So I'm cubing the eggplant kind of like this, and then you know the drill. We're gonna put some olive oil, little salt, and it's gonna go into the air fryer. To be honest, I've been busy for the last 2 weeks. You know, I have Miguel now in my life. Guys, I've committed to a long-term relationship. It's big news. Miguel's my sourdough starter and we've had our adventure definitely over the last 2 weeks. But honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. I'm learning, I'm baking, which is not my forte. So it's been a very, very interesting 2 weeks. But I'm back to my favorite, which is cooking. So I'm gonna do a whole video on sourdough because I'm getting a lot of questions and requests. But that definitely deserves its own video because it's complex. I mean, it's not complex, but it's complex. Because you have to follow the steps, you have to follow measurements, and your starter has to be top notch. You need to know exactly when to use it, etc. So I'm gonna do a specific video on that coming up. Now, eggplant ready. Let's put a little olive oil and a little bit salt. This week was actually the first week I went to the office every day. Yeah, I mean, it's you know, slowly, guys, we need to get back out there. But let's do it, you know, with a common sense. Let's wear our masks when we are outside. And wash your hands a lot of times, sanitize. But you know, we can't be home all the time anymore. So slowly, we gotta get back out there. I'm just gonna give my cauliflower a little stir. Guys, I really miss cooking and I really miss interacting with you. So leave me some comments, let me know what you've been up to, what's going on, how you're feeling. So now I'm gonna put the eggplant in the air fryer 10 minutes. I'm also gonna use some green beans. I love green beans. So I have some trimmed, washed green beans here. Green beans, great source of fiber. They are green. It's gonna give my dish really beautiful color. I want everything kind of bite-sized. It will be easy to eat. So, green beans ready to go. For the cauliflower, it's super important to evaporate the water before you add any flavoring. So that's what I'm doing right now. It's on medium heat. It's just gonna evaporate the water. Now, in the meantime, let's move on to our fresh ingredients. So I got some red pepper here. It's gonna give my dish a beautiful color and taste. So I'm just gonna dice this in small bite-sized pieces. One more time. Ooh, single, single every time. On my eye. Ooh, you make me wanna cry. One more time. Dance for me, dance for me, dance for me. Oh, oh. Never seen anybody do that to me, do before. Red pepper is so sweet, lots of fiber, vitamin C. So now I'm gonna move on to my jalapeno. So I'm gonna use half. You can certainly use more or less depending on your appetite for hot food. I love it so much, so I'm gonna use half. So now I'm gonna move on to the red onion and the garlic. Guys, we're gonna use the garlic to flavor the dressing. So it's gonna be like a warm salad, right? So I'm gonna put some olive oil, lime juice, and some garlic. So it's gonna be a very nice light dressing, but tons of flavor. So I'm gonna use half of this onion. So I'm gonna do some small dice for the onion. Vertical first. This way of chopping an onion changed my life. And then you go across, hold the onion together. And then you just cut through. And then you're gonna have some wonderful little dice. Let's give our cauliflower a little mix. And when you see it actually sticking to the bottom, that's good. That means the water is evaporated. So it's gonna get nice and crispy on the outside, and that's, you know, a wonderful nice texture as well to add to the dish. And as usual, it cuts my carbs, so I really enjoy that. Guys, at this point, I'm gonna squeeze some lime. Cauliflower loves acid, okay? Lemon, lime, whatever you got. As long as it's not sweet, you can add it in and it's gonna really give it a nice tangy flavor. And then it needs salt desperately. So, salt. Now let's move on to the corn. I'm using this corn, I don't use much of it. Again, it's kind of high in carbs, but I love the sweetness it adds to the dish. And color. Look at this gorgeous yellow. So, I'm just gonna add a little bit here. So you can see all my toppings are here. Almonds are gonna be last, and I'll do that as soon as this green beans go into the air fryer. So the air fryer is gonna be done in 10 seconds. I gotta take the eggplant out and put the green beans in. Guys, I can't rave enough about my air fryer. I love this thing. Look how crispy the eggplant is and charred. So let's move it here. Now the green beans will go in for 5 minutes only. I gotta try this eggplant. It's still meaty, but the outside is nice and crispy and crunchy. Delicious. So, cauliflower rice all done, beautifully seasoned. Now let's get a nice bowl because we're gonna layer everything. I'm gonna use my salmon colored plate. So this entire bag of cauliflower rice is 40 calories. So I'm laying it in, people. I need a good base. Perfect. This is what I have in my head. This is okay, so let's layer this baby up. I think I'm just gonna go all over instead of kind of doing sections. Honestly, eggplant like this you can have as chips. Then let's go ahead and add our jalapeno. Then our red peppers. Then our corn. This is like a spring in a bowl. I should call this spring. I will call it spring in a bowl. Actually, forget goodness bowl. And then red onion. Guys, please look at this and tell me if it doesn't look gorgeous. But wait, there's more. Guys, now let's make the dressing very quickly. 2 cloves of garlic. I'm racing against time, against my air fryer. I got 2 minutes, people. We can do this. Now I'm gonna squeeze half a lime. I want this dressing nice and tangy. Now let's add some olive oil and whisk at the same time to emulsify. That's perfect. We're gonna add some salt. Always, always season your dressing. Now I'm gonna wait because I'm gonna pour this on top of the whole salad, but first we need the green beans. And speaking of green beans, they're done. Now let's add the green beans. Oh. Guys, now let's put our dressing. So give it a nice stir and drizzle all around the salad. Guys, I want to chop up the almonds a little bit because I don't want chunky almond in there. Almonds are super good for you, and this is a really nice way to add some crunch and texture to the salad, but also get those wonderful good fat, protein. I know, Bruno's here, he wants some food too. Now I'm gonna sprinkle my almonds on top. I have no words. Look at how gorgeous this salad is. So here is my spring in a bowl. Enjoy, bon appetit everyone. Guys, now it's time to try the food. And really, it's too pretty to eat, but I gotta taste it. So, this bite looks like it has everything. I'm going in. Guys, I can't tell you how good this food is. It's crunchy. I can taste all the vegetables in there. It's tangy, garlicky, so good. You have to give this a try. Stay safe, stay home for the most part, and if you're going out, please make sure you protect yourself and your loved ones. Bye everyone, see you tomorrow, ciao!